everybody. We're recording now.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Hey, just don't swear for 1 minute and we're good.
Come on, Dono. All right, 1 minute counter.
We don't have to worry about that. Raquel's not here.
That
This
is
is
true.
true. This is true. But anyway,
guys.
should we get into announcements, shall we?
Probably. That'll take up most of that minute.
Yeah. So first things first. New show started yesterday. The
Yes.
Inquisition. Inquisition or Inquisition?
Yeah, Inquisition. The Inquisition is a good enough title, but Quisition more specifically for the setting by yours truly.
DM'd by the lovely Dippy over there on the other side of the
Such a good
tree.
show, guys.
It's so good. It was really fun.
Oh, guys, you flatter me. It's just a standard homebrew world and a standard homebrew show. It's a good time. The three
it's
of the folks that are
land.
Well, just remember, it's Dippy's fault if I call Briar Willow today.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that 4 of the players you see on screen right now are in that game as well. Are in the games back to back on every other week. But the announcement I have for that show is that we will be having an episode next week to start our train on the first and third Fridays of the month. Although I do need to have a discussion with y'all about April because there are 5 Fridays in April.
Yeah,
so I don't know what we're
to
gonna do
off camera. But yeah,
That'll be off camera though. So yeah.
So
Come by and watch the Inquisition every other
then
Friday,
tomorrow-
5:30 Central.
tomorrow is Curse of Strahd instead of the one shot that we ran last week, which that one shot has spun off another campaign, which is Tales of the Yawning Portal, which will be played with the Doorbreakers. That, if anybody has been watching Curse of Strahd since the beginning, was the original group to enter into the Curse of Strahd universe for A and I, and then we all died. But then with our new campaign,
talk about
we all
the
came
TPK.
back. Yeah,
The Tales of
they all
the
got back.
Portal so when you guys were trying to convince me to transition to 3.5, the Tales of the Yawning Portal was the first dive into 3.5 or 5e that I got.
Guys, I'm trying to give myself a giant haircut. It's
Oh
not
God! Don't do that on camera. But with that, we are basically that stream, because it is DM'd by the lovely DM Disaster, will be done on. Drum roll, please. What is it? After. Oh God, I can't remember the channel's name. I'm such a bad person.
After Dark?
D&D After Dark? Tales
D&D
After
After
Dark?
Dark.
Is that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Tales After Dark. Tales After Dark.
Tales After. Yeah.
Tales After Dark.
Do we have them? So check
I
them out.
probably am messing that up.
So that will be done every other week or once a week. It'll depend, or once a month. But we will take off Curse of Strahd that week or that morning, and then go do that instead on their channel. So go check us out there. We will do a host on this channel. So if you don't know the exact channel, we will host it here as well, so you can be able to find it. Then after Curse of Strahd, we are doing the one shot that I was going to do last week, but we had one of the players got into an accident, ended up going to the ER, and their collarbone did the thing that a collarbone does, which is break, keeping him thankfully alive and intact, besides the broken collarbone. But expect that Sunday night. That will be it's also going to be a 4-hour stream, but it should be chaos. Someone's playing a chicken, so yeah.
Beautiful.
What?
Exactly.
It's not the chicken
Why
strip,
not?
right?
No, it's not the chicken strip.
No, it's the chicken strip sandwich from last night.
But anyway, I'll give her a little review of what happened last time. Last time, the party decided to kill some children. I'm kidding.
No.
Not the party, just Dippy.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Yes.
There was.
The party got to meet a fire giant, and to try and get themselves out of trouble, they, instead of taking, what is it? Or, what is it called? I can't remember words.
Instead of killing the giant, we decided to diplomatize with him because I and our guest last week, Craig, Oren, spoke giant. So we were trying to get ourselves we were trying to get ourselves out of trouble, and it's like, oh, someone's been bothering you about your chickens. Why don't we help? And
Don't forget about the soup.
Basically, they ended up going to a village full of mutant people who are completely innocent, killed 2 of them, and then had to use a third level resurrection or greater revivify, and then the final wish on the sword.
A charge on a sword. I get those charges back at the end of some period of time. So
it should be on the magic item itself. I think it's like after.
I think it's either after.
I think it's after a month. Yeah. Because wish is a pretty broken thing, and I don't want you to have too many of those.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they ended up having to do that, and kind of in a guilty conscience, to help the village out, they are going to go clear the keep, which was where they were heading anyway, and so the village can be able to get to their mining cave that is up the way, and they will exchange, show them their magical mushrooms, crystals, and more accoutrement to be able to help.
Everything the cottage core
Dippy
fans would
wants
want.
to go down the magic mushroom again. Remember the last time he ended up inside my brain snuggling me?
Yep.
Can we stop with smoke dippy mode?
Yeah.
Today.
We're just gonna burn that.
You gotta burn that good Dippy.
The first episode you were in, we got hit by those magic mushroom spores.
I know.
Yep.
I'm very familiar.
But yeah, and
That was such a good episode.
Oren, our lovely guest, Craig Gum, decided to stick behind with the village and help them to basically make things that they needed, and to meet back up with the past group that has fallen behind, in order to create diplomacy between them, and hopefully, if needed, maybe stop an invasion of the Blight people. We'll see. But we rejoin our party while they are on the road, trekking through towards the keep.
On the road again.
Which actually, there is no road in this area. It's mostly just open land, forest, trees.
On the open land again. On the open land again. Just can't wait to be on the open land again.
There is.
It's so cold here.
It is.
And copyright strike.
It's actually technically warm here.
Okay.
Are you talking in New York terms?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, it's so tepid.
For Yip, if it's anything below 40 degrees, it's cold.
Well,
But if it's 40 degrees and you're in the sun, it's fine as long as you're in the sun.
well, you did just meet a fire giant on this side of the this side of the river, so it's pretty hot. Like it's a crisp. I'd say probably 80-ish. You guys went from like this freezing cold, almost in like
on top of
zero.
A mountain.
You guys are more not towards like the plains, etc. Now, where you have trees. Like some of them are dead, some of them are more green, are able to soak up the nutrients that is within the ground themselves. So you see, blossoming of plants and such, which is a little strange, being that it is technically winter time during this time of the year, but there is greenery about in this land. Yes.
Can Yip hear anything from the plants due to being a druid?
Oh, yes.
Like, nature-wise, is there any nature
So
talking?
so just so we're clear, we are traveling to the keep at this point. That is what we're doing.
Yes.
We didn't stick behind to rest or anything like that. We are just going straight to the keep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't need a rest.
Neither does Yip.
It should be fine.
spell slots do you have?
I think
Dippy?
we're good. Oh, let me check. Need to go back to my character. Damn it.
Hmm.
Here we go.
'Cause
I could use a rest.
Because outside of 2 healing lights, I'm fully charged on everything.
I don't have third levels, and I've already used 1 second level. I could definitely
What time
use
of
a
day
rest.
Are we at, Nano?
Yeah, because I
Um,
thought I thought our travel towards the village took most of the day.
It would be just. I'd say you guys probably have like a little bit of time before dawn, or not dawn.
Before dusk.
Dusk. Yes. Sorry.
Alright, so we should probably.
So
make
we'll
camp for
rest.
the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
we'll
would be a
rest.
good time to probably find a
Right.
camping ground, a camp spot.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to use my.
Yep. To answer your question, you do hear the sound of like pleasantries, like humming, just the absorption of what is the radiant sun into some of these trees. Yes. So
The
it's
trees are.
it's
the
like
trees
pleasant
are
hums.
exchanging pleasantries.
Like, yes, pleasant
But
trees.
I
for the
gotta
trees.
remember that Yip can hear this now. How's the mountain feel?
There is one tree that you see that is in the middle of a large kind of opened area, and there's like a bunch of trees that aren't even close to it, and it's just like, oh yeah, baby, that's the sun.
Hey guys, I just
It's like,
I
hey,
don't know why.
just a
but,
tree, just a tree. You see me with this growth.
Is this what I'm only
Yeah,
hearing?
you are the only one hearing this. It's just coming from one tree, and there's like all this dead, it's just dirt around it. And it's this it's only one tree that's growing in this like 100-yard radius area, but there's like all these other trees that are growing in like this
So
other.
for cinematic theatrical for everyone, Yip's just laughing his tail off, and no one can figure out why Yip's laughing. Hey guys, we should camp right here. I'm gonna ask the tree, but like, please, can we camp right here?
What
Oh!
underneath the lone
You just hear
the
this
lone tree?
You hear this tree talking. Oh, hey, all of you, come over here. I got some great shade for y'all.
This
You're
tree
gonna
wants
love
to
it.
be-
I've been growing strong. I'm getting yoked. I got a little bit of maple for you if you need it.
Yip's just gonna translate this entire thing and then speak in tree, being like, and I'm gonna apologize because I'm gonna match your energy. So, can we like camp near you? Because that'd be so cool. So cool, my man.
You talking to the tree?
I'm talking to the tree.
You got
Nature
it. Oh
stuff.
shit! You can hear me? Yeah. This is the best thing ever.
I got some water. You want some water?
Yes! I would love some water! Anything else to get the protein of the growth! I gotta get big! And so I can eventually grow large enough to touch the other trees!
And just in the background, you just see Yip like doing the and talking in just a random like druid language very intensely.
God. I cannot. I can't. This fucking
Listen,
tree is gonna
we're
kill
gonna
me.
get this tree down to the harbor.
Oh, yeah! What's a harbor?
God.
Oh,
I
okay.
need you a friend. You need a friend.
Dippy the player finds that tree fucking hilarious, but Ferron has no idea what's going on. Okay.
Yep.
This is a vibrant,
is-
healthy, strong tree in the middle of just a almost would be just considered like sandy, dirt-like area. Like there's some patches of grass, etc. But it seems like this tree is probably sucking up a shitload of nutrients in this area and keeping things from growing. And it's got like this expanse that goes larger than like, I don't know, probably like.
It's gonna hug this tree and it's gonna call him.
It's got like a 12-foot radius of like its branches. It's just in this area. It's about, I'll say, like 50 feet tall.
It's a big
so
tree.
Yep, as you go to like hug it, it's like a little kid holding like just a little finger or whatever. It's
tree is so cool. He wants to camp here.
Damn, what the heck? What's cool? I feel warm and vibrant.
Cool means you're warm and vibrant.
Yeah.
So cool that it's just like we want to be around you.
So, player me, Monk wants to know what the tree thinks now that I am gathering wood that he's dropped and setting it on fire.
Oh yeah, kill that dead tree bits of me. That's all the old shit. It don't deserve me at all.
Why is
Get the toxicity out of my life.
I hate looking at those small parts of me that have broken away.
Gaslight.
Very tree.
Very true.
It's on that grind. It's on that hustle.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
God.
I'm surviving.
Farron. Okay, so Farron is definitely beginning to. Now you're gonna have to level. Now you're gonna have to level with me here, Nano.
Yeah.
Having returned to the tribe, would Farron, and this is, I don't know how retroactive this is going to be, and if you're even going to allow this, how, in like one of the quiet moments when we were just with the tribe before we did any of the keeps or the shrine stuff or any of that stuff, how likely would it have been that I could have received one of the like traveling tent things, construction things, from them, and put it in either a bag, or it would have been in its own bag and I would have had it.
Roll me a d20, and as long as you get like over a 5, you would have thought to have grabbed it.
Yeah. And I probably would have put it in Key's house, which you still haven't come out, by the way. And I yell into the bag.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm making sure all my stuff is gone so you can have a
Did you just get a 3?
That's what that looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah? Or is that cocked?
No, that's
That's a 3?
Cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
That's just how the camera makes it look.
All right. Well, you didn't think to get a tent.
Well, shit.
You guys...
Merish will start by setting up his
And there isn't
tent and
snow,
then prepping
right?
dinner for everybody.
And there isn't snow around, right? Because up to
No.
this point, most of Farron's like
soil,
self-built shelters
for those that
were...
are like wearing shoes. Oh, actually, no. Briar would be the one that's not wearing shoes. Briar,
Yes.
Pause.
your body temperature regulates because of how the cloak works. You feel now, like as you go to touch the soil, the warmth hits your body, and instead of like becoming hot from like just the heat that's around you, your natural it feels like naturally your body begins to slow down its heart rate, and then your body just cools. And so it allows you to cool down so you don't overheat in this situation.
It's a warm, sandy area.
It's dirt. It's think, have you ever been into like a forested area where there's a lot of big trees,
Yes.
Yes.
but the ground underneath of you, it isn't grass or anything like that?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of
It's
like
a gravelly,
twigs and such. It's
but-
dried out. It's like that,
Brushy,
but then
yeah.
think about like, so there's soil and things obviously from the ocean around. It's soaking in. But because of like the heat and such, there's not many smaller plants that will grow in this area. Instead, you have these larger thriving plants, such as trees. Some of them seem to have died down or have like gone, aren't growing as much. Other ones you can see evergreens.
I gotcha.
You can see more like maples.
So it's just like
etc.
a nice. It's
gonna
just kind of like a
smell
little
nice.
biodiverse, like
Yeah.
just kind
The
of
soil-
shrubby, tree-y, like
Yeah.
temperate.
The soil definitely, like, if you were to, someone make me a nature check if I'm gonna go down this road a little bit more.
But-
And it's up to you if you guys want me to go down this road more.
So some retroactive stuff for the group, because I don't remember. Did I give the Ring of Protection to somebody?
I think.
I don't think you did.
Is
No.
it still? I still show it in the bag of holding.
I got the animated shield from Fux's
Me?
face.
Okay,
Yeah, from
so
you.
I still have that because I've got some things that I want to do while we're taking a short rest.
Okay.
There was something that I was supposed to be given by Caspian.
Is the Ring of Protection an attunement item?
Yes,
We
it
did
is.
give that to
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Because now that we're
Awesome.
out of the cold area, I don't really need to be wearing the boots of winter kind.
Yeah, you have a Yip should have a +1 shield and an amulet of health.
Secondly, so as we're kind of all getting and setting up camp and everything, Merish is going to do his Merish thing, and I rolled a natural 20 to cook them dinner, but I don't know what food we still would have had left or have taken from the village.
You definitely
The
would've-
leftover chickens.
I'm pretty sure you still would have had like a chicken or two.
Okay,
in the-
well that's a
in the
natural
coat.
20 for that.
Well, there you go.
A
A nat 20
Yip, I'm
cooked
going to add the
of this-
shield and stuff for you. By the way.
Thank you. Because
So-
for those of you who want to know what's going on with its character sheet, it's currently not working.
Yeah.
And then-
Matt, roll me a d20, and if you get over, because of your high persuasion, I'm gonna say, if you get over, let's say a 5, then yeah, I'll let you.
18? Natural 18?
Definitely. You got what is a small barrel, about not like 2-ish pound barrel of just what is fish, and that is in salt water to help keep it
Oh, I
fresh.
can fish it.
Ooh.
I can.
Cool.
Ooh.
So you guys all eat a really good,
Good
grilled
fish
fish.
fry.
Merish, did you keep the bones, by any chance?
Fish bones?
Over there.
I wouldn't want to eat any fish bones.
Oh, I'm not.
Technically, fish
I
bones are
am-
actually edible, so you can eat them.
Are
Yeah,
they
fish bones
really?
are.
Depending
Yeah,
on the fish,
but,
you can.
Yep, wants to.
Which
be
these fish would have
being
been ones that you could
thankful-
just eat raw if you wanted to.
being thankful for this
Mhm.
tree, and now knowing that their past had druid tendencies, Yip's gonna take some of the fish bones and bury it a little bit near the tree, so then the tree could soak up the nutrients from the bones as it naturally decays.
And then as
Nice.
Merish is sitting there feeding all of you, he's going to sit down and start eating and take off the boots of winter kind and start reattuning to the Ring of Protection.
Ah.
Feels nice to be in a warmer area. I hate
Okay.
the cold.
So you've got a
Just so
+1
you guys know.
shield and then a lot of health.
And then refresh my memory. Didn't we have some homebrew if I cook and hit a natural 20?
Yeah. Actually, that if you craft and hit a natural 20, it makes magic. But I
That's
think
what it
yeah. If you roll high enough in it,
no,
then
never mind.
it,
It's fine. I'll just use my feet. To,
no. Actually, you do get to do that as well. It like adds a d4 if you hit a natural 20. But depending on like your feat, also gives you something too.
Yeah, I've got to. We'll just use the feet cook's treats, or no, because we're going to sleep. We'll do the.
No, you guys are doing a
chef's
short rest, aren't
special.
you?
No, I thought we were doing a long rest.
Oh,
Oh, we
okay.
were doing a long
Okay.
rest.
Yeah, because it's
So-
about
Short
nighttime.
rest,
To that point-
creatures can regain an additional D8 hit points.
There you go. So to that point, Dono, I just rolled a 24 survival check for any of the larger branches that have kind of fallen off in the area,
Mhm.
like the largest pieces of like wooden stuff,
Yeah.
to create like a lean-to shelter. type thing.
As you go out and you go past this tree, and you go more towards like where this grouping of trees that have made kind of this ring around this larger tree, you go past them and you clear through and you find what is some larger pieces of wood. And you said it was investigation, right?
I thought
Or
it would
perception.
be survival to
Or
craft
survival.
I thought it would be a survival to craft a shelter, but if
Okay.
if you want it to be
I would have had you
something
do
else-
like an investigation to be able to find bigger pieces of wood first, but
So if
I'll
you-
just group it all together.
Okay.
So as you go past these trees,
want to keep this 19.
you're good. You're good. I would like you to keep the 19 as well. As you go past these trees, you stumble upon a larger, more like piling
stumble upon
of
a house
woods
that you
pieces. There's actually like a tree that is a log that has been torn down, and there's some larger branches and such. It's a good like diameter of like a foot log, so something that could actually be used or utilized to make. It's about 5 feet long. You could probably
Marvelous.
move it. It'd take you a slower amount of time.
I will use my
as you
Goliath
focus.
powerful. I will use my Goliath powerful build to just kind of hawk the log. and
As
just,
you
like, carry it
move
back.
this log up, you find underneath of it this weird stone that seems to have made like a line directly through it. And then you find that there is stone underneath of the soil itself that seems to be dug over, or that has been shoveled over. Do you go to pick up the stone?
I was about to say, so I picked up the log, and
Mm-hmm.
there was a stone under the log.
Yes, there seems to be pieces of stone, like
Pieces
little,
of stone.
like maybe broken, like they may have fit together to make something.
Kind of like brush away
Mm-hmm.
some of the like topsoil and just
It creates kind of like this weird kind of arch. It has this very nice smooth finish, like someone actually worked this stone, and it imitates what is like a fold of like almost fabric like thing. It seems like it even has like a weird rough texture to it.
interesting.
Do you wish to continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
As
wanna like kind of dig out around it if I can.
Okay. As you dig out and build around it, you find that it is larger, and it is about the size, like it comes out and attaches to another what seems to be almost a leg of stone, and it comes to like a crotch type area, and then you see that it turns and goes into the dirt even more.
Oh no.
Do you continue?
I don't have greater restoration ready yet. Although I would love to have it. I don't think I get greater restoration isn't even it's like a 5th level spell, isn't it?
You would know that Merish has greater restoration.
I would know that Merish does.
I've used it in front of you.
Okay. Putting that little point aside, yes, I'm going to continue to dig this out.
Okay. As you continue to dig out more and more, you find that it is literally just the bottom half of a person. As you see what is teeth marks that are ingrained upon, or it looks broken. Maybe it might be teeth marks. Maybe like, but it's literally just the bottom half of a person.
It's just the bottom half.
That is just completely stone, and a leg is missing. And you remember that
It's a necromancer.
the people that you were talking to, the mutants, they were talking about basilisks,
Basilisks, yes.
and how they wish to have like help the people and bring them back, but the basilisks began to eat stone because the basilisks like to eat the stone people that they create.
I'm gonna take the log that I originally found and cart it back to the campsite. Now, theoretically, before like sundown, how well could I work not just the log that I found, but like the other pieces of wood into like a full all the way around shelter?
In the amount of time, it'll cut you into the night. and such. But if you
I'll
guys were to
just
set
do
a
that as
fire-
part of my first watch.
Yeah,
I'll do
if
that.
you guys had a fire going, you could easily make a lean too. But I believe you guys have bedrolls, etc. And so
Yeah, I
And we
wanna
do
make
have a
a-
fire going. I created a
and
fire.
with the tree
Okay,
itself, it does give you some shelter from if there was
Yeah.
rain above.
So the tree is going to give me half of the structure that I need.
Yep, it's
I want to
thinking
make
the
a
tree.
I want to make a shelter with no visible visible eye lines or holes or anything that something could look into. And
Okay.
yeah, I want to make like a fuller shelter than that.
This is going to be like a wood crafting kind of check. So like an artisan's check.
That'd be like a survival check then, because it's survival.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to get backseat DM.
Yeah, I'll allow it to be a survival. If you want to make me a... Well, you did one. I'll say if you can get me another successful one. I'll say 15 above, you make it in a good amount of time. 10 to 15. It's got a few holes in it. You can't get it quite perfect. Anything under 10, you completely fail.
Oh. I have a +5 survival. So that is an 11.
You cannot make exactly what you want.
Yeah.
But you do get something similar to it that has like small
It's not
holes, etc.
seamless.
Yeah.
It's not seamless, so it's got little seams in it. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. And is it big enough for just me, or can a couple other people get in this shelter?
With your size, it's about as big as you.
Right. It would just be. I basically built myself a makeshift coffin, is what I've done. Great. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but we are. I don't mean to alarm you, dearest, but I appear to... No.
Nigel.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but I believe we are starting to encroach into the territory of the Basilisks. I would be very careful when we begin our rest tonight. Be watchful, but don't be so watchful that something regrettable happens.
I could cast alarm for
Yeah, I was
going
gonna say I'd take 10 minutes to ritually cast alarm.
That helps. That would definitely help. I also have alarm.
Merish,
And
would you like me to
if
do
this
it
is
for
before we go to
a portion, and then you can do it for another portion?
let me burn some spells here. So I will cast. How long does the spell last? It only lasts an hour.
It lasts 8 hours for.
Alarm lasts an hour. Yeah, 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will cast. Alarm twice, both at first level, to aid in kind of like a perimeter around the tree, but also like.
So we're like casting like different layers of alarm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in different areas, like all three of us.
I'll use one of my castings in the same area as Yip, so that if something were to encroach from that direction, both Yip and I would get the alarm for it.
Okay.
So, 2 castings, one completely new area and one overlap for safety reasons.
Do you want to choose it to be a mental alarm or an audible?
Audible.
Audible, so everybody can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, Merish's is audible. I'll make the one that I put in an entirely different place. I'll make that one audible. But I'll make the one. I can't concentrate on 2 alarms at once, can I?
No, you can't.
There's no concentration. No, there's no concentration
it's not.
involved.
Nope. It's
Well, I can have as many
literally
alarms as I need. Yeah.
As long as you're willing to explain.
So I'll make an audible
spell
one.
slots.
Yeah. So I can. Yeah. We're going to bed anyway, so I'll have them back in the morning. So two alarms, 1 audible, 1 mental. The mental one will be connected to Yips.
Okay.
If you just start hearing screaming in the middle of the night, just assume it's my alarm.
Okay.
Oh no. Why would you make your alarm screaming?
Because that's what it sounds like Foreign goes into certain animals that you've heard in this past.
Oh, great.
And it's like the one that I won't be able to go through. And I mean, you don't want it to be a dog barking or something like that.
No. Okay. What else can I do before my watch starts? Whenever that is, I will cast another spell. But
Another watch.
Okay, will you make me perception checks for your watch?
okay. So if I'm going first watch, I will cast See Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Once at the beginning and then once in the middle, because that'll use my other 2 second level spots. So does that help with this at all?
You have dark vision through your belt. It doesn't exactly help, but I mean it's
Doesn't
workable.
exactly help, but it.
I mean,
If something invisible comes across,
yeah,
then I
so
will be
something
able to
invisible
think.
happens that comes by.
If something invisible happens,
Ooh,
it's just for
read
security.
me what see invisibility gives you.
See invisibility.
Is it more than just seeing invisibility, or
Okay. For the duration, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were invisible, and you can see into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent. I assume it doesn't have a range on it, so I would just assume as far as I can see, I
Oh.
can see into the ethereal plane.
I think it's a mile, or it's just 1 m for me.
okay?
Why the heck?
It
No,
alerts
30
you.
feet.
It's 30 feet, and it alerts you up to a mile away from the alarm area.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
As
Alarm.
you do cast see invisibility, though you don't see any in particular people, you do see what is like a strange arrayment of colors that litter upon the ground around you. To you, you don't know too much of like what it is, but it's definitely wasn't there before. It's like patches of warmth, or imagine like looking at a heat sensor.
Oh, it's like thermal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a thermal look, and you're looking at the ground and you can see parts that are like warm, like it's like one part is very warm,
so
one part is
cool.
like extremely cold, and you can see like
That's really
these
cool.
lines that go through the ground and such, and areas in where it is actually colder, and it's almost making like somewhat of a web system, and it's for some reason like that part of the soil just, you like, if you were to go investigate it, you go and touch one of the like other colored, like it's mostly red, but in certain areas it like turns to green, blue and such, and if you were to touch there with a bare foot, you feel it, and it does, like the temperature has changed slightly. There are a few of these that are very decently close to this tree. You look at the tree, and the tree is full of like blues and greens, and like right into the center of it, as you look into it, it is this warm earth, the core, that you can see a flowing, reaching and touching these different reds and such all around it.
This is a much more important tree than you originally let on.
As you look out through the other trees and such as well, you can see it as well, but this one seems to be more connected and has found strength in
Yes.
more of the red.
Yes. Good. Good to know. All right. And for my perception. Oh dear.
Yep.
Is that? No,
Get
that was
rid of them.
that one actually was cocked. Hold on.
You said
Okay,
what?
that one's
14.
Luke?
14 plus 9. So 23.
Okay, 23. You do see throughout the night with your see invisibility, because I'll say that gives you like a little bit of a sight of a pier, like you can see past where the light is, that the fire gives you, and you can just see what is small movements of what you would sum up to as like creatures, just small little animals that come by and just critter by and they run off.
Yeah, a
and
little
do
ethereal.
whatever.
Hujimawetsits.
As you look more and such, you see, and you look deeper into the veins, you see things move within the vein itself. Like you see a small flow of an energy that comes out as white.
I want to go up to one of these veins.
Mm-hmm.
And I touched where it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kind of like dig into where it is and see what happens.
Okay, you dig more into it, and the red, like, you see the red move past and such like that, and it gets shoveled bits. Getting down to where the vein is itself seems pretty decently deep. Yeah, like, it's gonna actually take some effort for you to do such a thing.
Oh. Fuck it. Nothing is achieved without a good effort. I will, if I have to, I'll go far enough away from the party, not to trip the alarm, but far enough away that my noise isn't like actively like disturbing anyone from sleeping.
Okay.
And I'll just like, I don't have my warp pick. Do I have any kind of like other tool? Let me see. Inventory.
Fun fact, you can use a war pick as a tool in D&D, so it's a multi-purpose weapon.
Yeah, but I gave that war pick to Terrak, so I
Yes,
do not
yeah.
have it anymore.
Yeah.
You would know that Yip
can't-
has a crowbar in his kit.
I would be looking more for a shovel at this point.
Don't you get a shovel like at the beginning of the game?
Is a shovel in a?
It's in the Adventure Explorers pack.
I'll take that shovel then. Just like a little,
It's one of those little poop shovels. It's like,
just like a trowel,
Yeah,
like a
it's a little
trowel
trowel.
at this point.
you're
I'll
like
just
this giant with just this little tiny trowel, and you just
I'm ready. And I'm
Wait,
just,
wait, I got this. I got this.
yeah.
make me an athletics check to see how quickly you can dig this. See if you can do it
athletics?
before
Easy.
the sea invisibility goes away, because that only lasts an hour, correctly?
Boom.
Yes.
Yes, it lasts an hour at a time, but I did say I cast it like at 2 points in my watch.
Okay, so
So depending on when this is, I guess that'll be how I do this. Is
No.
when the first one fades, the second one comes on for the purpose.
your first one fades through it, but you are able to easily just be like, okay.
16 plus 7, 23 again.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. So you continue to dig through quickly, and for those that kind of maybe have like a good passive, Briar, you just kind of for some reason wake up for a second, look over, and you just see Ferron digging a hole.
What's the passive?
Go back to
Just
sleep.
fall back asleep.
Ferron, as you, what's your passive perception?
19.
19? Okay. As you're, like, digging this hole, you see that some of these different bits of energy, you've clocked 4 of them that just kind of, like, move around within this vein, around the area.
Are they like little motes of energy? Just like little.
No, they're like, they
Do
look
they
like
have, like,
little,
a
they look
form
like, okay,
or a
they look
shape?
like little motes to you.
Right.
But as you're getting closer and closer, they seem almost more like medium humanoid size.
Oh.
Not like humanoid shape, but sized.
Right.
And you're realizing that these veins, these pipelines and stuff like that, they're actually larger than you expected as you get closer and closer. And you're now currently like 5-10 feet down. And as you get really, really close, there is this moment where you begin to feel the soil give way.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to find footing and such. and you see one of these lights kind of turn and begin going down the tunnel that you're beginning to dig towards, or veins, tunnels, whatever. It's the same thing, same type of adjective. Begin to come towards you. Is there anything that you wish to do?
I will.
Oh, here it is.
You know what? I will just like grab the animated shield off my back.
Mm-hmm.
Not the sword, just the animated shield.
You can just activate it with a word because it's word activated.
Yeah, but it only lasts like that for a minute, so I'll save that.
Okay.
Yeah. Golly, my phone is about to die.
Keep it. You gotta plug that baby in, bud. I've currently got my phone plugged in for when.
Same here.
If and whenever something goes mad crazy with you all.
TikTok made me buy it.
There we go.
That looks so comfortable. I wish I had
it.
it.
Really is.
Okay.
So I'll prepare the shield. I can use the shield as a shield, like
okay.
Just normally.
Yeah, it
But
just doesn't become
at
animated.
the speak of a command word, I can have it animated so that I can grab my sword. But right now, I'm just holding the shield.
Okay, so you hold the shield as
shield in one hand, trowel in another.
As its energy is coming quicker and quicker towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to hear like the sounds of digging and movement, and then the energy turns and gets begins to beeline it towards you.
Oh dear.
I would like you to roll me dexterity to see if you are quicker than this thing.
Uh-oh.
Unless you wanted to just take this.
Take this?
Like you just want to take whatever is coming. You don't know.
I'll roll the dexterity.
Okay.
I'm just a curious big boy. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Woo!
Plus, is it just my dexterity modifier, or am I adding anything?
Yeah, you
to
add your dexterity modifier. It's a dexterity
0.
check.
It's a natural 20.
Okay. That just barely beats it because it rolled a 19.
Oh fuck.
You for some reason have the intuition of like I should probably get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
And
of this?
so you just take your shield and bring yourself up, and right out of this dirt heap comes
just like
a face like this. You just see dirt poof out from around you. It begins to settle, and you as it clears, you see this dark gray exterior full, and you begin to see its face. Its pupils are almost red. And then you look even more, and there's 4 eyeballs and spikes that are covered in dirt, and its mouth as it opens and closes, it's not it comes back to almost like a horse's mouth, where it's not clear. Or imagine if a horse didn't have its gums and it opened all the way up to a grin.
Oh god.
And it's just serrated teeth that come in like a shark's.
Question.
This thing, it also has like this pink undertone underneath of what is this, almost plate of skin. And look, and there's these spikes, and as you look directly into its eyes, I need you to make a Constitution save.
God fucking damn.
No.
I didn't think that they had a burrowing speed unless something changed about them.
You're pulling it in
Uh-oh.
man.
You have inspiration.
I do?
Did you just give him inspiration?
I did before
you
he
did.
made the last check.
You did
Okay.
before. Oh yeah, you did. I'm glad, because that was a 5 plus 7 would have been a 12. That was probably not good.
10?
17.
17? Okay. You do make the save. You feel like this tightening of your muscles hit you.
Oh, God.
And you're like, oh, what the heck is this? And you're stunned for a moment of what the heck is going on? What is this? What the hell?
Now, this was ethereal.
It's going to
yes?
rear its mouth and just and go to bite you.
Okay. Try to beat my armor class.
Definitely does not.
Yeah.
As it goes to bite, and you put up the shield and just kind of scrapes against the shield itself. I would like you to roll initiative.
Are we hearing?
Oh God.
Make me. What's your guys' passive perceptions?
15.
15, 16.
That's a natural 20 again.
Oh, really? Damn.
Plus 4.
Okay.
So a 24 initiative.
Okay, so its initiative is 13.
Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely going first.
I will say that you have the go if you want to wake up the party. It's up to you.
Farron will
if
think
you
for
think
a
that you
moment.
can do this on your own.
Now, for 100% player clarity, this is just a fucking basilisk, right? Or is that what I'm like thinking it is?
You probably think that this could be either a basilisk or it's like a burrowing lizard. That's some, like you just saw a shitload of mutants. This could be anything.
Be the real person.
Also, I've been trying to make this point. Does speaking celestial do anything for this?
You don't know. You wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't know. I'm gonna flip my goddamn coin for this. I mean, I can take
Actually,
one
we'll do this one.
basilisk, right? Ah! No, my other coin.
I have a coin right here if you want.
No, I got one.
I got a rock.
Heads, I wake up the party. Tails, I try to deal with this myself, at least for a little bit.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
Shut up. What did I say? Heads wake up the party. Tails, it's heads.
Deal with it.
Okay. Communication action, I'm assuming, before my turn starts?
Yep.
Holy shit, they can dig tunnels! And I will snap my finger, activate the shield, and it'll start to, like, float out of my hand. As it floats out of my hand and my grasp lets go, the two hands are grabbing for the hilt of... grabbing for the hilt of the sword and just, like swinging in front for the first attack, like just immediately after.
All right. I would like everybody to make me active perception. Well, actually, just roll me initiative, and then on your initiative, you're going to make a perception check.
I like scream this, by the way. This is not like subtle.
Okay.
I'm just like, holy shit, they dig tunnels, and I'm like.
Then we'll make it insight checks because everybody's going to clearly hear it.
Yeah.
What was
20.
what is everybody's initiative?
20.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Just 20 total?
Just 20 total.
Okay. So Ferron is 20.
Let me grab a sheet of paper.
19. We'll make Farron's initiative.
Farron was 24.
Yep.
On his initial initiative roll.
Is 20. Briar, what are you?
19.
19? Okay. Whose initiative is higher between Briar and Merish?
I have a +3.
+3?
I have a +3.
Oh,
Rollies!
I'm thinking of a number 1 through 6. Go.
3.
4.
Okay, it was 4.
Oh.
Wait,
so
one
Briar,
through,
go
wait,
first.
wait. Did you just
Pick
say
a number
I'm thinking
1
of a
through
number?
6.
Oh, I thought you
Okay,
said
1 through
pick
6.
I thought you said pick a number 1 through 3, and then Briar said 3, or said 4, and you're like, yeah, it was 4. I was like, what?
It was 1
I
through
just
6.
heard that so bad. Okay,
It was
so
1 through 6.
Briar,
And then Merish.
19. Merish, which is 1 R. Ish. 19. Okay, and then who am I missing? Oh, it's just the 4 of you, so. And then Bass. Bass.
Rock, we miss you. Congratulations on moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
so Farron
Rock.
got a 24, Yip has a 20, Briar and Merish both got 19s, and this thing originally got a 13.
Okay. There's the initiative in chat.
There. In
Oh,
the
sweet.
Zoom chat. Yeah.
All right, cool. So,
Yeah, there you go.
Dippy, you have first go. You did the yell.
I did
you have an
my
action,
yell as my
bonus action.
communication. I activated the shield as a bonus. I am doing my 2 attacks with Lucky Light as my action. So
Okay.
attack number 1. What is that? A 4? Oh no.
Oh no.
That's
No.
Shut up.
Are you attacking it? Are you looking at it during the attack?
I already rolled a con save for this turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to make a con save every time I look at this thing? Every single time? Okay.
So you can, well, you did make it net during the top of the round, so I'll say that you don't have to anymore. But, oh no, wait, that's a different type of monster that I was thinking about. You don't get to roll a disadvantage unless you're looking away, but you do have to make con saves. Let me see your DC.
Yeah, because there are some
saves
things that if I
throw in.
succeed once, then I don't have to roll any more.
Meet your turn.
But with this thing, do I have to roll one every time?
Meet your, that isn't. Best can avert its
And I
eyes,
will
avoiding the
continue to say
saving throw.
this thing.
At this. According to the rules and what I'm reading here, if you're looking at it, you have to make a con save every single time you go to attack it.
Wow. Okay. If I'm looking at it.
Yeah, if you're looking directly at it. If you avert your eyes, you do not have to.
I will avert my eyes, but that's disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit.
If it looks at the meantime, it must immediately make the save.
Okay. But logistically, like, how long can I keep looking at it if I already succeeded once? Is it just continuous rolling if I'm just continue to look at it?
It's just to make any attack.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, so if you're going to make an attack, make a save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, unless I look away, which gives the attack disadvantage.
Yes, that is how it goes.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Well, that 4 was not great anyway, but I'll look away. I got a 4 again, so it would be 13 regardless.
13 is not going to hit it.
No.
As you look away and you just kind of, like, you get a little bit of dirt in your eye, you're looking away, kind of rubbing it, swing, not wildly, while kind of like pushed against the side of the dirt wall. You're in this pit, not by the way that you've dug, and that you're in this monster, like in the pit with the monster.
Yeah.
And you're just swinging away with your sword and just absolutely missed it. So, you want to go again?
Yeah, I'm swinging again.
Okay, so, another swing.
That's a 9, that's a little better, and a 6 plus 9 is 15.
That is just barely going to hit it.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Good note. All right, so damage. I'm pumping a fucking divine smite into this if I have to.
Okay.
So let's do that then. So I do 2d6 to start. There's 1. That's a 5. Please be a 2. That's a 5. So 10 plus 5 plus another d6 radiant is 3. So 10 plus 5, so 15 plus 3 radiant. So 15 slashing, 3 radiant, and I will pump a divine smite into this using my last 2nd level slot. Oh no, wait, no. A 1st level slot.
Yeah.
Which will be an extra 2d8. And is this thing an undead or a fiend?
No, it does not seem to be either one.
So then it does not add another d8. So, I will grab 2d6s. I need 2d8s. And
Hey guys.
that's 1 8.
Yay.
Oh God. And a 2.
A 2.
So 10. So a total of 13 radiant damage and 15 slashing. So 28 damage.
28.
total.
Did you add your strength into that?
Yeah.
Okay,
because
cool. So
10 plus
13
5, so 15 slashing plus 13 radiant.
That's 28 altogether. Okay, cool. So you take a good chunk into this creature, slicing off what seems to be like one of its. You see like a small hand that it has with like these longish claws, perfect for burrowing and such. And that just digs. And you seem to cut one of the arms off. And you just hear as it begins to shake its inside of its body, and you hear like this gurgle that goes through the ground itself, and. With your see invisibility that you currently have, you see like a vibration that enters into the tunnels.
That was stupid. I should have got it out of the tunnels first. Okay.
All right.
Your days of terrorizing these people are over. Now, please don't look at me. And I.
Yep, you're up next. That's the end of Dippy's.
Okay, do I need to hear anything?
Make me an insight check, because you did hear Ferron go, holy shit, they dig!
They dig fucking tunnels!
Insight, that is going to be 15.
15? You'll be like, what the fuck is Ferron yelling about? And look over. As you look over, you can see just out into the distance, into the dark.
You see my sword like crest over the top of a hole.
Yeah, because it gives off
and,
a
like,
little bit of a glow and swing down, and there's like this dirt pile off to the side,
and you see a
and
little
it's like
flash.
dust coming up, and it's like, what the fuck's going on over there?
And you see like a flash of radiant light just like get expended against something.
Yeah,
you know that would be a smite.
Yip's going. Yeah,
Okay.
Yip's going over there.
Okay.
Once Yip gets there and stuff, I probably
Now I didn't move too far away. Now we
Make me
didn't
a
move too far away.
dexterity check, really quick. Because you guys can't make your alarm too far away from the tree unless you guys did like random patches.
Right.
We probably did like random patches, but 22.
22? Okay, so you don't trigger the alarm as you go by.
Okay. And once I get close enough, I need to see the creature, so I'm gonna have to take it. But
Okay.
Yip wants to cast deafness and blindness on it.
Okay.
But Yip has to see it.
So it has to make a con save, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I assume I have to make a con save as well.
Yes, you do. To be able to cast a spell. So you'll...
And you're
roll.
within 10 feet of me, so you get a +4 on that save.
Yeah, that's the 21, by the way.
Okay, so you save.
Nice.
Okay. I gotta check my phone. Apparently it wasn't.
I'm guessing a 10 is not going to not make it for its
It's
con
not
save.
gonna make it, so it's gonna be deafened and blind for a minute.
I believe you choose either deafen or blind.
I was about to say, do you pick
It's gonna
one
be
or can you
blind
do
for a
both?
minute.
Okay, so it's going to be blind. So then its attacks will be done, or anything like that will be done with that disadvantage. With anything
Cool.
it's
Good to
looking
know.
at.
Now, here's another question.
Oh, wait.
The way these things...
I'm
I'm
just gonna
I'm sorry.
bonus action cantrip.
The way
Okay.
these things work is the
I'm
con
gonna
save
check
on
that.
like is
What are you
it
shooting
eye contact or
cantrip-wise?
is it
Chill
It's eye
touch.
contact.
it's eye so if it can't see me
No,
The-
it's just you
No, wait.
can't see it.
no so like it activates if I look at its eyes.
Yeah, if
but
you look at it, it
it's not a thing that it I guess what my question is that
no,
It-
it's
its
the
power-
words
its
are
power
if it
determines-
looks at the basilisk at the you would know that's a basilisk.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the basilisk, it does not mean anything with eye contact. It means that your eyes have to make contact
if
with it.
I'm looking at it. Okay, no.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do anything in that exchange.
Mhm.
It's,
For that
Make
effect to
another
take place.
constitution,
Okay, it needs to make
I'm
another
still
con.
looking at
Each
it.
other.
But I'm casting chill touch, so I'll also roll to attack.
Well, wait, what was that, Monk?
Con, it's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay, I got a 19 plus. Do I just add my constitution?
Yeah, you just add your con.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a 21. So.
Okay. So then you're
And
good.
then for chill touch, since it's +9, it's gonna be a 22 because I rolled a 13. So.
Okay.
Nice.
It got a dirty 20 on its save, so.
It's a roll to a hit.
What's a roll to hit?
It's a roll to hit. Got it. Never
It's
mind.
an attack spell.
Okay, so
What
it's
is an
not a
attack
save.
spell?
Got it.
Chill touch.
I thought you
Ah,
were asking me if I need to make a save earlier, so.
No,
dang it.
I asked if I needed to because I was still
Oh,
looking
okay.
at it.
Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Yep, you're fine. It's
you
gonna
said
be 11
22, right?
damage.
11
Yeah,
damage?
it's gonna
Got
be
it. It still seems to be up as you go to touch it, and with the chill touch, you strangle, and it cannot heal at all if it has any ability to heal, because that is what chill touch does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next up is...
And Yip's gonna look away.
Briar.
Briar. Yes, Briar. What do you wish to do?
So my question first is my Crimson Rite still going since I hadn't taken the rest yet? Or do I need to still do it?
I believe you get it back after a short rest, right?
Yes, but I should be able to do it twice.
It should only last for like a minute, right? You guys have been traveling for a while, so...
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm doing that as the bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
You still have a full night's rest, so you got time to get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll do that in a second. So I'm gonna go up. Do I see it?
You go run up. You look at it. Yes, you do see it, so make me a con save.
Yip's gonna yell, "Don't look at it!"
Look over there. No, don't look. Never mind. Don't look.
An 11.
Uh-oh.
I should have inspiration. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you still have
Yeah,
inspiration.
you got inspiration.
Like, if there's one person who
gonna
doesn't use
use-
inspiration a lot, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you can use
I'm
it.
gonna use it.
I think you have a few stocked up if I'm...
You have
being-
like 3 from what I think.
No?
How many times can I use inspiration? Because that roll sucked. You guys, I hate you new dice.
Did you
are
run
not
up? Did you run up?
stone yet during this turn, but you do feel that you are, like, your arms and such like that are becoming stiffened.
Oh, God.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wait, were you within 10 feet of me because you had to run up to see it or whatever?
She can
Am
see
I?
you without being within 10 feet, and the hole is about 10
Oh.
feet deep.
Mm.
Is what you had made it. Ish. It's a little... Well, when you get to, like, digging and, like, distance and people and things,
by the way,
it gets, like, a little squampus.
I think I made a little. I think I didn't say it at the end of my turn. I would have gotten out of the hole to the top of it at the end of my turn.
You can say that at the end of your next turn because it's been way past your turn by this time.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. So we'll just take the L. We can just take the L on that one.
That's all
But you can still make an attack during this turn.
Yep, I'm gonna make my 2 attacks.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I just had it up, man. Forget you, dice.
Forget you.
I hate you too, dice. That is an 11, and that's not gonna work.
Well, I guess you don't have to make the con save anymore, but yeah.
It's an 11.
Is she stunned?
That one will hit. That's a 17 plus 9.
17 plus 9. Okay. 17 plus, yes. That will definitely hit the Basilisks.
Okay. Hold on. Man. It's another d6. That's what it was. You guys suck too. So that's a 10 plus, so 11 points of damage.
11 points. Okay. Jip did that. Merish hasn't gone yet. Ferron did that. Okay, calculating wise. Yeah, okay, how do you want to do this?
Briar, go! Sorry, Merish, but go, Briar,
Okay.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
Can I just jump and just slash?
Yeah.
With my sword, just
Like-
put it through its head.
So you jump up, looking directly into it, beginning to like fall, and as you begin to feel your arms and body stiffen, you're just like and just body slam, putting your whole weight into your sword and just ignite their head, and you guys just see this flash of fire as his body begins to sizzle, and you see the blood boil.
Oh my god.
Toasty.
Briar, as the light dies and such, you see the sword go out of ignition as Briar slowly has become, as if you guys were to look into the hole where the Basilisks is, you look down and Briar
With
is
me,
stone.
right?
Yes.
I don't have I can't, that's not a reaction, never mind.
Are we out of initiative?
Yep, you're out of initiative.
Boom!
You
Its
can
hand
handle that,
immediately.
Briar.
I'm. Hold on.
Hold up.
Oh no, I don't have any
Get Briar
second
out.
level fucking
So,
slots.
At this
Merish!
point, Merish would have ran up. He's gonna jump down. I'm gonna roll to see if I would recognize what's going on.
Yep. We get insight.
Nature, insight,
In,
survival.
insight. Well, I guess you're trying to figure out what's going on with her, right?
Yep.
It would be
that's-
Arcana.
Okay, well that's good then because I've got a +6 to Arcana, so 23.
23. You can tell that Briar has come under the was the petrifying gaze of a basilisk.
So, at that, Merish would kind of just raise his hands to them, reach down, focus on Mama Wolf. Says, "Come back to us, Mama Wolf," and he casts Greater Restoration.
There we go.
As your hand touches, you say these words. You feel the clothing and skin soften upon Briar's back as Briar, you begin to move your muscles.
Shit.
It's like, you know when you wake up in the morning and you move for the first time and you just hear like all your muscles
like
just
a Pringles
pop.
can.
Yeah, all the air just extends out and your bones go right back into place and such. And it's like a good stretch as you, and then you get that one stretch that's just like, this is the end. Oh god! As you stretch forward, taking your sword out of the basilisk's head itself.
Before anything else happens, I am looking for the other energy motes, how close they are relative.
Make me a perception check.
I am great at those. I am still great at those, even though that is not great.
Did you just slap your phone
I
down?
have a silly question.
It's like, hey, that was an 8, that was a 20.
I have a silly question.
Yes.
Is the head still there?
Yes, the head is still technically there.
Perception, that would be a 17.
17. You look around.
Because if they're coming closer, I'm pushing everybody out of the hole and I'm running to the tree. I'll carry someone if I have to.
It did not seem to be close enough within the hole that you see any of the other lights responding.
Okay.
Network system.
But
So none of them are...
make me an intelligence check.
It was an 8 again.
Another 8? Goodness, my dude.
Can just straight intelligence, or can
Yeah.
straight intelligence would be a 9 for that.
A 9? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you think nothing else except for Briar. Like, just being grateful that Briar's alive. After seeing that there's no lights responding.
Okay. Okay.
Don't look
okay.
at them.
We need to. Yes.
Don't look at your sword. We don't know if that can turn things to stone.
You do see the dripping of basilisk blood on your sword.
Okay.
Is it
I'll put a
Merish,
little-
I'll let you make this nut check. This is you either do it with as history or arcana.
Okay, I'll do it with Arcana because it's better.
Okay.
Also, in this moment, I'm saying, all right, everybody.
26.
26. Basilisks Their parts are very. If you sell them, like especially the blood, and if there's like eggs or anything like that, yeah, they're worth a pretty penny.
Provided the scene was safe, I was going to try and gather some things anyway to craft something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will definitely take
let me look at my things here, because I have a little PDF for this.
Resources for this area.
So the bottle that this is looking way back. The bottle that the potion of wakeful rest was held in. I'll take that bottle out and kind of put it under the sword.
Okay.
As it-
Bottle of wakeful rest. Got it.
So the bottle that potion was in that I had drunk and stored away.
Yeah, you have it stored.
I'll
Got
take
it.
that bottle out and I'll put it under the sword to collect some of the blood.
Okay, so you can drip probably what is, like, if you collect it quick enough. You don't get a full bottle, but probably like what would be
I
a
don't
small
expect a full
vial for
bottle.
like experimentation. Nothing that would be able to make anything with it. You would have to literally, if you guys have the correct tools, be able to take out.
Well.
Yeah.
So is the scene
We would-
safe?
I'm pushing
You
everybody
look
out of the
about.
hole. I'm pushing
You
everybody
look
out
all
of the hole.
about. If you guys wish, you can try and pull the basilisks out of.
I'll
Can I use
fucking
Entangle to do that?
Yeah,
I have-
you can. I'll say.
I have strong build. I can just pick
Entangle
this
doesn't
thing up.
exactly work that way. Entangle keeps something there.
Yeah.
If
Aaron,
you
eat
use
this
something
thing out
like
of the hole for us.
what is it?
Vine Whip?
Thorn Whip or
Yeah,
Vine
Thorn
Whip?
Whip.
Okay.
Vine Whip is a
have that.
freaking
Vine Whip is a
move.
Pokemon move.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
realized
Yeah.
that just a little too late.
Step your foot.
But I'll just use strong build. I'll just whoop.
Okay,
I'll
so
pick it
you
up and-
put your hand into the skull.
Yeah, I'll just
because
like
it's a nice
this is
little
gonna be a little
handhold, and it's not
graphic.
gonna hurt
This is
you.
gonna be a little. This
And
is
you
gonna be a
just
little graphic. I'm just gonna
whip
stick my
up.
arm like down the gullet and like hand puppet this thing over my shoulder.
And you
if I
just
have
kind of like use that as a handle, and you throw it over, and then throw it onto the ground. And you guys, if you would like to, make me survival checks to be able to make these things.
Yeah, let's harvest
Merish, you
some
would
parts,
also
y'all.
know that if you knew an alchemist, which you guys do,
Yes.
by giving basilisks blood vial or no, like the eyes, can make potions of greater restoration.
Oh,
So I had a 19
So
total.
I got
19?
16.
total.
A 16.
That's mine.
Mhm.
How do we want to do this? Because Ferron would
Ah.
technically be the closest because it was in his mouth. So I was thinking like initiative order maybe.
I would love
We can
to
all
use
harvest
this,
a little bit.
but it came out of the thing. I would love to use this though. That's a 19 plus 5, 24 survival for harvesting something here.
19 plus 5.
Oh, I
yeah,
can
you
brim
can.
harvest.
As working together with Merish, you figure out a way to hoist, and if any of you have like rope, you can be able to hoist the body up onto the tree, being able to use the light from the fire. So all these rolls are legit instead of me not telling you that you have to do it at disadvantage.
Yeah.
You guys are, and as you guys are working on this, you realize that the magic that creates the stone of the basilisk, since it is gone, it is dead and gone. It does not seem to be taking you anymore.
Yeah. So we can like just keep
Okay.
looking at this thing.
Yeah, I have a
As
quick
you
question.
begin to, yes, sorry,
Is this considered a corpse?
yes, this would be considered a corpse.
When everyone's done harvesting, can Yip do undead thrall to keep it as like the inanimated dead servant, or is that
Yeah,
a
you can
no?
make it animated dead servant. Just think of it. It wouldn't exactly be like an undead basilisk. It wouldn't have its gaze or anything like that. It
No, but it would be like a
just-
zombie.
Yeah, it would be basically like a little skin suit kind of thing.
Basilisk zombie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Because I'm assuming
would
people
just
are
have
taking the
zombie
bones out of
stats.
it.
Right.
I'll
It would
just
still
do
have the
zombie
bones
stats
in it,
onto
etc. Unless you want to take the bones out, and then you'd have like a basilisk skeleton.
I want the skeleton.
You can harvest each part and then have two.
I will roll for that if I need to.
So Merish got a
So
19, I got a
afterward,
24.
I'll have you roll afterwards. You guys are able
Okay.
to get I guess I gotta flip this.
After I hang it up in the
Two
tree.
basilisk eyes that you were able to not take out easily because of the slicing into the head. It popped out and damaged 2 of the 4, but you're able to easily get the other 2 that were still perfectly preserved. The pushing of the brain into the skull and then pushing it out through the eyeball.
Yeah.
Released, yeah. If you want me to get into details with that. So you do have 2 eyeballs that would be good to use. Go away,
I would say
Microsoft Edge, I don't need you.
I would say with Ferron like being familiar with hunting other things, not necessarily basilisks, he would almost immediately be going for scales, plates, scales, plates, teeth, and claws with that 24.
Okay.
And blood.
Yeah, you can get teeth, claws, eyes. It's more Merish, you would know that this is like the eyes, teeth, and claws and stuff like that. It's more of like a trophy than it is actually a anything useful. You can make them obviously into makeshift like weapons such as daggers.
There are
you
armor
can
plates on it, right?
certain, yes, there are types of armor. You can use it to make a certain type of armor if you are a really, really good crafter.
Right.
Merish, I'm gonna say this, if Merish is able to craft a piece of armor, it could make a piece, basically a leather set of armor that helps it so you are immune to petrification.
Oh my god.
Merish would attempt to make something when it's his turn to have watch.
I'll say with a 19, you are able to do it. With a natural 20, you make it a +1. Armor.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So let's hold on.
But with the
Slow down.
other, before you roll,
Let's slow down.
with the rest of it as it is set up, you are able to successfully get yourself 1 vial of Basilisk gullet oil, which is just the oils and blood that mixes together and it comes out through the mouth. And it's nasty, it's black, it's ichory. It also mixes with everything else. But this, Merish, you would know that if you rub it onto somebody that is petrified, it can help them to come back.
Cool.
It does need to stay fresh, I will say that.
So we have 1 vial that is unpetrification syrup.
Yeah.
We have a bottle. I would fill with the blood. I would fill up the rest of the bottle with blood.
What'd you get for your roll? Oh yeah. I'll say that you have a blood bottle. So with that, you would need. Yeah, you could make oil that would help with petrification, but that's with an arcanic person.
So just to play this scene out,
talking a lot.
the basilisk is hung up from the tree. I would say around like its shoulders or some of its arms. I would hang it by its legs.
Okay.
Like tied around the legs and then hung up in the tree, so that I'm like kind of like wrenching plates off of it, skinning it.
All right, I'm gonna need you.
And then
this is going to be a very, someone's going to need to make a strength and someone needs to make a dex check. So someone to be able to tear and then someone else to take a knife and then be able to carefully cut as you're tearing to help. Yeah. So basically what you're doing is that you think of it as
this will be a new roll.
Tearing bark off of a fresh tree to be able to create something or to make, you are severing or skinning, literally.
Who's very dexterous
or something. It's who's good? Who's got the best dex?
I've got a +3.
I got a good dex.
I have a +3.
Anyone got better than a +3?
So either
That's not saving throws, correct?
Yeah, it's just checks.
Okay, then it'd be Briar.
Yeah, Briar.
Or me.
Okay.
Yeah, either Briar or Merish. Merish would be really good because he knows how to make armor, but Briar, if you want to be a part of this, then you can roll to help. Were you to, if Merish wants to give instructions such as a good survival check, I'll let you guys roll it with advantage.
Nice.
So Merish, roll me a survival. Briar, roll me dex. Dippy, roll me strength.
Gotcha.
And as is together, and I have a number in my head of what it needs to count up all 2 together.
17 + 6, 23.
Ooh.
Oh,
What's this?
another raid.
Hey, which is covered up
Grim
by
Songbird raiding with
Hey.
11 viewers. Thank you,
Yeah.
Grim.
Thank
We love you,
you.
Grim.
Oh
the,
my
the
gosh,
thumbnail
I'm-
is covering up the.
Yeah, I
raid
fixed
notification.
it, so now it should show up now.
There you go.
Woo! Thank you. Me, myself, and I02. Welcome to the chat. I'm sorry.
Love you guys.
Hey, we're
All right.
they're trying to get the plates of a basilisk or the scales and such of a basilisk off to be able to make
So
petrification
Merish
armor.
got a
That was a
23.
26 for
23, so I'll
for
give you guys with
survival.
advantage.
All right, so
So
that's
15.
15. Anything better? Yeah, 15. So 15 plus
It's strength.
5. No, dirty 20. No,
Dirty 20?
strength.
Briar?
Strength- is it
19.
just a
You got
straight
it?
strength roll.
Yeah.
That would
yeah.
that would be an 18, not a 20.
18. Briar,
Yeah.
would you say 19?
19.
Okay.
19,
Nice.
Okay. So
God.
the
Where's our
number
other dice?
the number was 35. You guys easily beat that.
Nice.
So all right, so you guys are easily able to take the scales and plates of what is
We
like
got
this
some-
armor off of this creature, and now are left with the skin, the bones on the inside, and the organs that are left within that side that has like popped and destroyed and such.
Oh God.
Now Ace gets to make his own or their own thing
Yes.
as you guys begin to put together this armor. Merish, I'm going to say that it's going to cost you probably the the equaling of like 2 short rests to create this armor.
Okay,
So
All right.
that's all right. I'll start it now, and then I'll
So
start it, and then
that-
I'll finish it on the next short rest.
okay.
So at this
A
point,
19
I'll
is the
just be
DC
like,
to make the armor. If you get a natural 20, you get to add +1 to
All right.
it.
All right, I'm
And
gonna
is
do this
this-
real quick then.
is this just a straight roll or?
Ha!
What'd you get?
19
19
Oh!
on the dot.
on the dot.
Okay.
That's
Oh, that's incredible.
What'd you get?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So 19 plus
Yeah.
your survival, which is what altogether?
plus 6 would be 25.
Ooh,
Oh.
thank you for the follow.
DBL
DB
Magus.
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 No one here can read.
No.
Mages. Double mages. Double mages.
Double
25
magus.
total, Dono.
25 total?
Okay, be safe, Briar.
Okay. I am going to roll something. And roll it up to... I'm going to roll a percentile. And I'm going to
01.
say if... I'm going to say that there's like a 50-50 chance of this armor becoming magical.
Ooh.
And I will
So-
apologize. My camera's off and on because I'm eating. So
I'm good. So if I get above a 50, I'll say this
Above
becomes
a
magical.
Okay.
Think you jinxed yourself?
It does not become magical. Sadly,
Aw.
through all the hard work that Merish puts into it, it is he just beats the threshold. You can easily, though, you do get armor that helps, or that makes it so you are immune to petrification. It is considered. I'm trying to remember what kind of mail it would be.
Scale mail.
Yes, yeah, that's actually what it would. Yeah, scale mail.
literally.
So so we now have a set of basilisk scale mail
Mhm.
that can make the wearer immune to petrification.
Mm-hmm. I do not
That's-
believe that's an attunement, but you can go get it attuned, or get it enchanted to add a +1 to it or +2, whatever later. It
Right.
just costs you a little bit extra.
Yeah.
So, but while Merish is doing this, Yip, you can go to town on these bones in this meat sack.
Yes.
Oh my
Magnus.
Do I need to roll? I rolled a 14. I just need to add whatever skill it is you need me to do.
I believe it is your survival, which you have a
Oh,
+5,
yeah.
so you get a dirty 20. You are, with a dirty 20, you are able to go into this body because you are a small creature and actually enter in and be able to tear out the things that you need as you're throwing out bones and such.
You just see Yip just clawing out like organs and like all kinds of things that don't need to be there.
And take out, like, the skull is probably the hardest part because it's weird and it's suctioned over, but the fact that they were able to take the armor off of it makes it so it's almost like It's like Jello,
God.
but it makes a noise.
So for comedy's sake, Yip's in this, right?
Yeah, he's in it.
Okay. Can I see
he's in the
Ferron?
paint. He's in
Can I see
the-
Ferron?
Yeah. Well,
Yip's
you're
gonna
inside.
inch towards Ferron and say, "Hey, Ferron, boom!"
Like from inside of the
Yes.
like from
Yeah.
inside of the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just be like, boom!
you see Yip just open up the throat of it.
Oh God.
And then go, "Hello, I
God.
am now dead."
God damn.
I'm making this thing my own, like,
Yep, that's just
personal.
not right.
Like, listen. You want something to fight on our side? I need to make it animatable, so then, we have something to go against other things.
Right.
I've had that thought too, Solaris. This is making me want to make a character who's a butcher. Yes. Like a professional, like I know exactly where
By
to
the
cut.
way, I
and-
love the name Solaris.
I do too.
Solaris
It
is the sun.
reminds me of Ace. So,
Right.
but yeah, after that, Yip's just gonna go through and do his animated dead and prepare it, and then put it in the bones because got rid of the sick bone, so now it's
So now you have,
stuff.
now as you complete and connect the bones and such like that, you can then be able to cast your Raise Dead on both the skin sack and the bones. So you have
my
both a skeleton and a zombie.
Oh my God.
Putting this into this bag, just making sure.
Oh.
Listen. You're gonna want an army, and if something turns to stone, it's just gonna eat its
I
kind.
will say this: the zombie, because it does not have any bones, it's literally just like
Just like folds.
it just folds upon itself. And its attack, so
I
more.
rolled it.
Think
Wait,
of it as
can I
like an
roll-
animated
can I roll
rug
to make it
more.
like origami?
Oh God. It's like it's a basilisk skin rug.
Oh,
But,
there's like an
animated.
actual undead. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like a kite or something.
A kite. Oh my God.
Can you make a basilisk kite and put it into the bag?
Oh
Kite.
my God.
I'll roll an
Do
arts and
you-
crafts check.
I am disturbed, but also curious.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm trying to remember
that
the
have to
name.
be-
So
like
this is
another
all taking
survival
course over
check?
the. This is all taking
Yeah.
course over the what would be the first watch.
Yeah.
So we all have to.
No,
sleep.
this is probably going into second watch because at the
This is
very
going
end.
into second watch.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, we
fine.
need to start getting to sleep soon. I
Yeah.
definitely am.
I think I found
But
it.
I'll put-
Yeah.
So
Skin
I'll look
kite.
at. So I'll like open the bag, open the open keys bag, whatever it is, and I'll just like speak into it. Hey, I'm going to be putting some stuff into this bag for safekeeping. Just you can ask about it later, but not right now. And
What is the challenge rating of a zombie? Is it a CR 1/2 or CR 1/4?
just
CR
a
and
zombie?
half,
Yeah,
I would
just a-
assume it wouldn't
I
be
think it's a quarter, isn't it?
okay.
Either way.
Hold on.
It would be the most basic, and it would have an additional +8 to its HP because it's a animate dead.
Okay.
But the average stats of a zombie, basically, and an average stats of a skeleton will still remain. I love
Okay.
doing
I'm
that.
gonna send you the monster stat block.
I
for
have a zombie stat as well.
It
I
is
have
a
zombie
skin kite.
skeleton stat.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
Oh my
skin
God.
It's
kite.
a small.
Okay.
It technically be a medium for you, but
Yes, a regular zombie's CR is 1/4.
I love that.
it has a flight speed.
A flying speed.
That's if it can get wind underneath its.
No, youth has cloud of daggers, so technically
my
there's wind to that.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god! You don't even need the broom of flying anymore. You can just ride your skin kite all the damn time.
Oh my God.
That's so terrifying!
More ideas.
Oh my god!
Yip is just disgustingly adorable.
Whenever I hear the word kite, I just think of like kids going to the park and they have their spools of string and their little paper or cloth, not cloth, like little paper kites, just like hanging up in the air. And you look at one and it's like a nice little diamond shape. And you look at another one and it's like a little paraglider shape. And you look at Yips and it's just the skin of a basilisk
It's
upon
like
the sky.
Thinking of like the wacky, wavy inflatable fun man, just like up in the air, just
fucking inflatable.
fucking having a goddamn.
Session. There he goes.
We're done with the episode. We can't peek from that. That is the peak. It's
So
only down
now,
from here.
as Yip's flying this
How
kite,
can I cross over
kite
Ferron?
thing at the park, and then someone uses call lightning down on top of it.
Oh God, Benjamin Franklin.
Oh my god.
So my question, was that too far for Ferron to be concerned about, or is
The skin kite?
yeah?
Ferron, okay, we need to rewind a little bit for me to like comprehend this in character, because this is all of this talk that we've been having has been a lot of rolling, like for the table's sake.
Uh-huh.
I want to like role play a little bit of what we're
Go for it.
doing while we're doing this, because this is just like I need to process this in character.
Okay, yeah. If you guys want to, if
We
you guys
haven't been in
go
character
for
for
it.
a little bit, so.
We're just getting the numbers bids down. It's just funny.
So Ferron is like initially picked the thing up out of the hole and tied it up in the tree, and he's just like, it did put out a warning to some of its friends, so let's be careful while we're doing this, and then it would move on to the.
And then, thank you for putting up there. So if you cut here and then cut there and then cut there, then I can use this to craft some really awesome armor.
Right.
And it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, Briar,
Hey, Barry,
a little help, and I just like yank, and then
Yeah, right there, right there.
and then that's the main plate that comes off for the armor, and then just like scaling it. And while he's scaling it, it's like, I have to say, this is one of the finer things that I've hunted. Granted, I will take the fall for this one. I was not intending for this to happen, but I could just see energy in the ground in my watch, and I was curious.
How did you see the energy? If you don't mind me asking.
I think it was part of the ethereal plane. See, when I cast a certain spell, I can see into it. Hello, Realm Gazer. And I saw energy that I was unfamiliar with. So I
Would I
investigated.
know that this is sea invisibility, Dono?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
The way that he's explaining it, it does sound like sea
Okay, yeah,
invisibility.
because I have it too.
And
So
I-
you-
Okay.
And this thing didn't look like anything until it got close enough, well, to bite my face off. But
I'm trying to make it
luckily
feel
that
like
didn't happen.
Do you know?
Nice.
Question, Dippy, do you still have sea invisibility up?
At the beginning of this, I would, because
Okay.
that combat didn't last very long.
So just to add a little bit of role play,
Yes.
and just like story.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see it when Briar was sleeping, but now that Briar's awake, you can see what is like the fate outline of what is what seems to you to be a large white wolf next to her at all times.
Oh. Armando.
Ferron will like, Briar, can you give me a hand? And I like, that's the moment when I see it, and I'm just like,
It's okay. I shouldn't say at all times, but it shows up every once in a while. And
yeah, I see.
You get like
I understand.
he shows himself, or it shows. Shouldn't give a thing a gender, and I have a problem with that. It shows
It's a
itself.
ghost. This is a ghost.
Yeah.
It was Armando at some point, I'm assuming. It's all right. And I just like look. There's a short pause before doing the scaling and the plating thing. And then at the end of the scaling, I get the last of the scales off for Merish, and I hand them to him. And I look over to Briar, and I'm like, you never told any of us what happened in the... you never told any of us what happened in that place you were secluded in.
Yeah, it was not a pretty sight. It was not.
Well, if it gives you any consolation, I can see him with you.
Well, thank you.
I know how much he meant to not just us as a group, but to you.
Well, I now get power from him, or them. So, yeah.
At this time, Yip is in the skeleton.
and then the creep up, and then Ferron will move to the front to like remove like some of the bigger fangs. And at that, like one of the fangs he was gently working on just like rips out of the skull, and it's like broken in his hand, and it's like
Sorry, I was just trying to lighten the mood.
You're all right.
Okay.
It's when a hunter does his work, which I am no hunter, but it's typically there isn't anything inside of the thing that he's stripping of its
course.
parts.
Hey, you got any sticks on you, Bunny Chance?
I got plenty, and I like pick up a handful from when I gathered the log earlier.
Good, Yip's gonna grab his twine out of his bag.
Oh my god.
He's gonna start working on the kite. This is gonna
All right.
be... Oh, this is gonna be so cool. The professor's gonna be so proud.
I have to say, I've never thought of going any further beyond just the husk. That is impressive handiwork.
Thanks.
Ferron is slightly chilled at the thought, but
think of it like this: when I'm able to make it, be alive and stuff like that, we can use it as a distraction.
that is also a thing that can happen.
Farron, make me a survival check.
A survival check.
Yeah.
Because I'm making a flying human corpse.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm seeing if he would have had like a thought come by his mind because he's what'd you get?
That's a 9 plus 5, 14.
14. I'll say that like part of you like this is a little concerning, but then you're like, if I was much smaller, I could be able to actually take more out of the bodies, and like it's not a bad thing to be small because you could like it's easier to get in there. Like that not thought of like that caveman thought of like if I was smaller.
Yeah, if I was smaller.
And then you're like, oh wait, no, I'm looking at somebody literally tear into a body.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. It's better for it to be flying than me using it as a skin suit to walk around.
Yeah, that does make it a little better. I mean, people make decorative kites all the time. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not like I'm doing it to a humanoid or something, and these are bad anyways.
Let's not tread. And he'll like laugh it off, and then he'll turn back to the raw materials that he's gathered. And that's the moment when it'll be like, okay, Key.
What?
I'm just going to put some things into this bag for safekeeping. Feel free
Listen,
to...
I'm trying to sleep, man.
All right, guys.
Well, you missed something. It wasn't important.
I'll work on this here in a little bit when it's my turn to watch. Wake me up for the last watch. I'm going back to bed.
Okay. Yeah, I feel I must retire myself
I'll
too.
stay up for second watch.
All right.
I want to
Going back
finish my
to bed.
kite.
Okay.
And Ferron will retire into the shelter that he built.
Yip is finishing his flesh kite. Second watch in.
Okay.
God.
I'll say that you're like kind of halfway through the second watch, like because that whole thing was going. So make me a perception check for it.
Natural 20 with 7, so 27.
27. Okay.
Yes.
As you just kind of look off into the night, you're working on your flesh kite. Are you making, like, so a flesh kite doesn't have string, but it's not yet putting strings on it?
Yip's putting strings on it.
To be-
Yip's gonna try
Are you
to
doing
find
like
a feather
puppetry
and, like,
kind
put
of
a
like
feather on
flesh
it.
kite kind of thing?
Yeah, Yip's putting like feathers on it from like
Okay.
his like staff.
Make me,
Stuff.
make me a crafting check to make it so it's something that like you can control.
Performance?
Yeah, because the way that like a flesh kite kind of works, it just kind of floats and goes around wherever the wind takes it. But if you can like create
19.
a 19, yeah, you're able to like create basically what is a makeshift mechanism of where you can kind of turn it and move it, that if you were in the air, and as long as you have air going through the body, you can be able to turn it so and move it about. But other than that, your night goes by relatively unnoticed. You do see some movement within the hole that happens, like some dirt that's pushed around, peeks up, looks, and you see like not quite into eye view, but seems to be like a bump, and it goes back down.
Keep that in mind.
And then your watch ends.
Okay. I'm going to go and wake up Merish. Gonna hide the flesh kite, obviously.
Go put it in the bag.
It's gonna
Put it in the
gently-
bag.
It's gonna gently shake Merish.
Oh,
Hey, it's your turn.
already.
Yeah. Hey, be very careful. Some things keep popping up in that hole. But they haven't been coming near us, so I'm not terribly worried.
Okay. So I have a couple things I want to do. Go to bed.
Alright. Remember, you're awesome. Gonna go and like cat bun it
No.
to like paws are inside, so it's just a loaf.
So, first thing I want to do.
You're really quiet, Punk.
Oh yeah. Sorry. First thing I want to do is I want to stealth over to the hole.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
Natural 20.
Got it.
Oh my god.
So
I think that's a natural 20 for each person so far.
when he was kind of digging this hole, did he kind of move the dirt kind of just off to the side?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, I would imagine that's kind of like a
I
little
just,
bit of a ring.
yeah, when I was digging it, I just was like, it was just being moved. So it basically, I just like, it's shaped like a crater.
Yeah.
There's not like
Mold
a
earth and
pile
fill the
of
hole.
dirt somewhere.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're gonna fill out the hole.
Yep.
Okay. So you just.
Yep.
So you fill out the hole. It's completely covered now.
So then I'm going to go back and sit around, kind of rekindle the fire and sit around the fire. I will take the first part of my my watch, just kind of sit around, keep an eye on everything. I'm going to start crafting the armor,
Mm-hmm.
which we already rolled for.
Okay.
And successfully did.
1 hour before the end of my watch, when I go to wake 1 hour before I wake everyone up, I would like to use my chef feet cooking treats and cook them some treats.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cook treats. It's easy enough for you.
Yep. All right, I'll roll my perception for my watch.
Okay.
14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Got it. Okay. You kind of, with a dirty 20, you're like looking, you're pretty perceptive of that as it is just in your passive. And just kind of look up every once in a while, look down. Nothing seems to be much of a problem, especially since you covered up the hole. You do catch every once in a while the feeling of being watched. But then you just kind of shake it off as you look around, and you're clear of your mind. Like, you clear from your mind, just like, there's no problems here. Finish up your night. Nothing seems to be much of a problem for you.
Okay.
Hey, bud. Yep. Did it die again? Yeah.
At this point, I would kind of start waking everyone up.
Good morning.
Good.
Hey guys, I made you this.
What do you make?
We'll say,
Is it fish sticks?
it's fish sticks.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Dragon
fish sticks.
pepper flake fish sticks.
Oh,
Fish
God.
sticks. I haven't had fish sticks in so long. You
I
just,
have
like,
some in my
unlocked the
freezer.
core memory.
With an hour's worth of work, I can cook 4 treats. These special treats last 8 hours, so you guys have 8 hours to eat them. Takes a bonus action to eat them, and you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Okay.
You each one of us have one.
Fantastic.
You just unlocked a core childhood memory of mine of fish sticks. I hope you know this.
This is up to Dono, because in my inventory, I have container of red dragon pepper.
Stop.
And then when you eat them, you have to make a con save, and Donna will have to explain that to you.
So do they eat it all right now?
It's when they want to.
So
I'll eat it.
The meal,
Okay.
the fish sticks last 8 hours, so they have 8 hours to eat them. So whenever
Yip
we
will eat it.
them-
Okay. So, Yip, you eat it. Because you did use the red paper flakes, you do need to make a con save.
Okay, I'm not worried about that anymore. All right, 17. I use my saving throw.
Mhm.
Okay. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay. That's plenty high enough to be able to keep yourself from being
farting
fire and retain the heat, and you begin to feel even more warm inside your body, and including outside of it from the heat that's not just given off from the soil around you.
Merish, Mama Owens would have loved to try these.
Well, eventually.
You speak of her as if she doesn't still live where she does.
I just miss her.
There's plenty of time.
Well, of course, I know.
we'll be
But,
able
you
to
know,
go back
it's
and
a loved
show
one
these.
I haven't seen in forever, and she's the closest to a mother figure I have, so. And she's engaged!
Ooh.
What's a brothel?
A brothel! Now that Yip can talk.
Yeah. And Yip just like for like a solid like
brothel.
10-15 minutes just describe.
To do it in the terms for Merish, because Merish is technically a young adult, a brothel is where fishermen like to go to have a nice relaxing time and enjoy it with a lot of lustful people, and it's a self-confidence thing for like that chicken stripper, and it can be more than a fun time. I never got to see any of it, nor do I want to, but I mean, sometimes cleaning up the messes that were around the bar area and like the stripper pole were always fun, and it was easy for me to get into smaller crevices to clean up, so you know, I never thought of anything bad. It always smelled weird though sometimes. But that's a brothel.
Love it. Love it.
Good recovery there.
As you begin to talk about this,
Okay.
Yip, you hear this sound come into your head of like bling bling. Hi, this is cleric Duncan.
I'm sorry, who are you?
There's a tiefling here. I would like you to know that they're searching for... I'm not saying that.
I'm sorry, who are you?
That is, ma'am. Searching for a giant named Ferron to make Okay. To make her husband.
Oh, it clicks.
Oh.
She is. She would like your locate. And it cuts off.
What was that? Like over table? What the hell was that?
Someone casted sending, and you can hear it.
Oh God.
Farron,
Hmm.
I think someone from my home village has a. You might have tickled their fancy, to say the least. They want to go on a date with you.
He'll just like, it's like just one of those moments of just and that's like the only thing coming out of his mouth for a second or two.
So I would respond for Yip would be, I'll message later. Love you all, bye.
Okay. There's no response given.
Oh yeah, because Yip was trying to explain it, so it went towards the reply.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the first 15 words are just fair. You must have tickled someone's fancy in my hometown. And then a pause. I'll respond later. That's great.
Okay.
I'd like it here. It's nice and warm. And we're not far from the village that we came from.
So how Merish is going to try and kind of get in his head. Approximately how far away from the keep are we at this point? Do we know?
Well, when we were in the village, they told us it would be a day's travel on foot, and we spent about a third of a day traveling there already. So we should make it there. We should make it there about in the afternoon, I would suppose.
Well, we should probably get a move on, guys. We don't have a lot
Yes,
of time
let's.
for this.
Give me a quick moment, guys. I'm gonna try to cast Animate Dead for these two people. Like, I'm gonna cast it for the kite, and I'm gonna cast it for the skeletons.
Okay.
For what I need.
So you just cast Animate Dead to whatever level you need to cast that to get
Yep.
2 animations. So as you cast it upon both the skeleton and the kite, the skeleton connects itself and is just standing there and just looks upon you and waits for instruction. The kite, you think it doesn't really work right away, and then you just see the body like take in some air, and then dust goes away, and you just like the arms just go.
Oh my God!
So, okay, gonna connect him to the broom.
It's a flying
guys.
carpet made of basilisks.
Just gonna pull down the string enough to make sure it's close enough to like be within hiding sight.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, guys, now we're good. This is an
Ah,
emergency distraction.
yeah. Emergency distraction. It's like just a little like.
Farron pukes in his mouth a little bit.
So,
I'm all right.
would-
I'm all right.
Merish would kind of clean up camp, put the fire out, put his bag on, take his one staff and put it over his shoulder, kind of holding it on his bag, and then start marching off in the direction, singing "Hi-ho, hi-ho, to slay some monsters we go."
Yip's gonna scream and shriek, "Yo! Thanks for letting us sleep!
I got you, homie!
Yay!
You got some of that sweet water to help me with these warning gains.
All the
Whoa. Yeah! Also, that blood, great nutrition. I loved it in the middle of the night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Yip's
Is anyone else getting Jersey Shore vibes?
Yeah, it's just the situation, but in the form of a tree.
This is a big tree. He's like 50 feet tall. And it's like a...
I love the fact that a big tree in your mind is just a swole tree.
Yeah, it's just like-
that's what this is.
What I'm thinking, like, if you were to describe the TikTok sound I'm thinking, I'm probably gonna make it a video with it. It's just I want to go to war. I want to wage war.
Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah. Oh, and before we leave, is there a way the shelter that I made out of the logging stuff, it's
Yeah.
not like it's not like
It's not
carryable.
mobile,
I would
no.
so I would just disassemble it. I would
Yeah.
just disassemble it.
Or
at
you can
the
just
foot of
leave
the-
it there for somebody else.
I could.
You guys could be
Before
nice.
we leave, I'll carve a little like a little
Or-
Mm,
What are you
what do I
carving it
wanna
into?
call this thing? I want to carve like a little name into it.
Into the shelter?
Into the shelter, yeah.
Okay.
Just rests. Just
I want clarification on that, or else the
yeah, not
tree's
into the
gonna be
tree.
like,
No.
Oh, yeah.
Be getting a
fucking
tattoo.
tattoo.
Oh, a tattoo. If the tree wants a tattoo, well, I don't hear that. So
Yeah.
yeah, the name would be. I would carve the name Ferron's Rest into the shelter.
Fantastic. All right. So you guys are off on begin your journey further. Key does come out of the bag and give you guys direction towards the keep, but she also responds with, "I don't know to walk the entire way, so carry me, Ferron."
So,
He comes back in.
the
Yeah, not like I was
entire-
already doing that.
The entire trip. So as long as no one says anything, Merish is going to the entire trip repeat the same phrase. Hi ho, to slay some monsters we go.
Okay.
Yip would start
Oh,
joining,
God.
and
Fer-
would try to play it on the pan flute.
So,
Ferron is
did you
proficient
put
with the pan
skin
flute as
kite
well.
into your bag? I heard, or did you put?
I
Like,
put it into my bag, and then I took him out, and I tied him to my flying broom. So it's just like Yip's on the shoulder, flying broom.
Oh my God.
oh, just in case you
Just-
need to get him out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because then like cut the rope and just let him fly free for the last
God,
24
yeah.
hours.
Hi ho, a slaying we will go.
Got it.
And it's just that same phrase for like 9 hours.
All right.
Yip's gonna join in.
About 3 hours into it, Ferron would look at Briar and go like, "He's still going, isn't he?
Yes.
Is there any way to stop it?"
It's just the song.
No,
that,
you join along.
Yeah,
Hi-ho.
this is the song that doesn't end.
Wolf, yeah!
As it
Yes,
goes
so
on
Mama
and
Wolf!
on, my friend. Huh? What did she say?
She just joins in.
Oh no.
Yip was already like
Um,
into it hour
Fair.
one.
Ferron is the last one not singing at this point.
As
And
you
he'll
guys,
He'll just like complain out loud. There's no musicality to this at all. It's just
as you get to this,
just chanting.
about 3 hours 15 minutes into this journey, you stumble across what is essentially a large field littered with some trees and a little more greenery of growth. But here stands what is many warriors of stone.
Yeah.
Some wield shields, others staffs and
Merish.
spears. Some wear fine cloaks and jewelries. Others you can see there are some of the mutants that have ran off and have become completely solid.
I look over to Merish at this point. Merish, we have talked of an army at some point, haven't we? How many times can you do that restorative magic of yours?
Well, it really just depends on how long we want to be here. Because I could cast it there a couple of times, take a short little cat nap, and then get up and cast it a couple more times. And
How much could you do
What about that
without
oil?
how many times could you do it without us stopping?
2.
2.
What about the oil?
Oh,
You guys
But
can
we-
also
we
always come
don't-
back.
we didn't have an alchemist.
Do we have to have that spittle refined for it to work?
The blood you have to have it refined. The spittle does not.
Blood has to be refined. The
Oh.
spittle works, yeah.
So technically 3,
Hmm.
but
Let's take some time and look for some worthy folks here. I'd
You have
say
basically
one
one
from
use of-
each.
Yeah. If you don't want to use
That's
any
it.
spells, you can.
We can refine one person without any spells being
Yeah.
cast. So that person needs to be a really important looking person
What are
or
you
a
looking
really
for?
strong looking
Okay.
person.
What are you looking
Cleric.
for exactly?
Yeah, what do we want out of a person?
Can we
Like-
make a perception check to see what we see?
Yeah, that's
And
that's where I'm leading with this. Is what kind of, because you say some wear fine dress and some look like warriors.
Yeah.
Do we want a noble person or do we want a warrior? So do we want someone to help fight with us or do we want someone to help with diplomatics and stuff?
Yip's gonna look for someone to give a chance to, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a gut feeling.
Hmm.
Would this be an investigation since we're really looking?
Huh.
Okay. I don't know why I rolled.
Oh
those.
wow.
That was
Yes,
a
make
nice
me
roll.
investigations.
Okay, then that's gonna be a 25.
That'll be a dirty 20 for Ferron.
Dirty 20 for Merish.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Plus 7 and
16 plus 4, so.
What are we doing?
You're looking for someone
Investigation.
worth
Investigation.
their weight to be able to bring back.
But
That's an
also
18.
we can restore up to 3 people, so
So,
Yeah.
Theoretically.
here's Marish's thought, and he'll kind of communicate that to the group
Mhm.
because he is a team player now. He's not
Mhm.
as I mean, he still does stupid things, but he's not a team player as he used to be.
Right.
So we're gonna restore 3. That's gonna kill both my spell slots plus the potion or the spittle.
Hmm.
And then after that, without even asking, he's gonna climb up on top of Farron's shoulders, and he's going to let Ferron do the walking so he can take a rest to gain his spell slots back.
Okay. So you guys are
That's-
willing to put a lot of time into this.
That's a good
Yes.
idea.
Okay. So, for the first person to find someone that could be somewhat of their weight,
Let's go with Marish's 25. Who does Merish
Okay.
find?
No,
So-
no, that was Ace's 25.
Okay.
Ace is 25. Let's go with
Ace.
Yip's 25. Who does
Okay,
Yip
yeah.
find?
you find looking about an individual that is dressed in fine clothing, but is also dressed for exploration. They hold themselves what seems to be some books or a book bag. The book bag itself is turned to stone, but you can see through the folds just a small reading of what is like nature and soil count. Something that deals with knowing the area around it.
This is an herbalist.
This person also has a scarf that hangs around their neck, and down at the very bottom of it, it seems to almost have like a crest upon it, or symbol that is of a what looks to be a large sum of circles into a triangle, with one circle having 2 triangles, 2 small linear triangles hitting into it.
With my investigation, would I know of what the symbol is?
Give me a second because I gotta look at my notes because I gotta remember.
Kind of like that. As a basic shape.
No,
Okay, I got it wrong.
it's going
So
into the circle, not like the
Oh,
points
into
of
the
it
circle.
is going into it.
So
I
so
need to look
more
at my
like-
notes
more
to
like
remember what this person, who this person is. Yes.
closer to that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's like a grouping of them. So, but there's just one, like the one that like a grouping of circular things into kind of what is a bit of a triangle, maybe more of like a sphere or something. But it seems to come to a point, and at the very bottom, there's the one that has the 2 triangles in the middle. Let me remember.
While you're
name?
looking up that, it was just for like the symbol, like if Yip had recognized the symbol from somewhere, whether that be like a school or anything else like that. But if not, it's okay. Yip sees the herbalist in the adventures pack and will like relay that to the party. saying this person can maybe see if there's any traps within the keep.
It would also not be a bad idea if we had someone who could take the natural amenities around us and use them.
Is there anyone that looks kind of like Merish?
Well, I was just gonna wait until it was my turn, so I kind of was putting that out there.
What'd you yell? You got cut off.
I put something in the chat. So Merish, when it was his turn to investigate, he would look for someone who either reminded him of his friends, the people he's traveled with, either now or in the past, or his home. That's who he would revive.
And that's on.
Yip is interested in this person, like giving this person a chance. So would relate to the party, saying that
So
like
we got
they're
an
an
explorer.
herbalist.
We got an explorer and an herbalist. We haven't confirmed anything for
we don't
Merish
know
yet, but that's a third. And Ferron, I guess Ferron's 20 would be spent looking. I guess Ferron's 20 would be spent looking for one of two things. Someone who looks like they were taken too early, or someone who looks like this was their one slip up.
What'd you get for your history?
Oh, I need to roll history.
Yeah.
19.
19. Easy enough. You know that the symbol is that of the Geminus Vineyards.
Okay.
So you know that this is a probably not someone of importance from that family. They are located within within Ferron.
Okay.
The town
So
that you guys
Yip would definitely.
yeah, that is where you guys got
They're in me?
Godfather.
That was stupid.
This person, if they are what?
Internet again.
Oh my god! What happened? Oh Milo, no!
Uh-oh.
My son just hit the.
The reset
Stream
router
has
button?
disconnected. Yep.
No.
Milo,
It's okay.
that was not okay.
Right
It's
in the
okay.
middle of it, too.
Hey, it's okay.
We're not
It's
mad.
okay.
We're not mad, no.
Bud, it's okay. You didn't know what you were doing. It's okay, bud. They
Accidents
just
happen.
running stuff. Okay, we're gonna run see if stream is taking a second. So we're gonna go to intermission for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we say hello to Milo?
Yes.
Can Milo hear
Milo,
us?
here. Do you want to say hi to him? You say hi.
Hi, Milo.
No. He does not.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Hi, Milo.
Milo's very shy.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Hi.
back.
Do you
we're
also
back?
have to leave?
We're back
so...
online, and we just went
Okay.
to intermission. Okay, yeah.
Okay, then we're
Yeah.
back. Okay,
Fantasy,
so
we
we're
love
gonna
you.
finish this up. Fantasy
then
does
we'll
need
go
to
to the
leave,
intermission.
and then we'll go. Then we'll end.
Oh, we gotta leave. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because we're done.
So-
We're done with stream. Unless you guys want to keep playing, and someone wants to fill in Briar's spot or something.
I
Yeah, the
still don't
last
have
thing we would
Wi-Fi
be
on my
doing would
computer.
be in this field. So yeah, let's just finish up this scene in this field, and then we'll
Good stop.
leave it on a cliffhanger for the
Okay.
leave it on a cliffhanger in the
Um,
field, and then we'll pick it up
so-
next time.
Marish, with your investigation, you were able to find what seems to be a lizard-like individual. He is shorter than, or he'd be taller than you. He does not seem to be quite as scaled, but he wears a hat upon him, and like no armor, no nothing. You can tell that he's male because he's not exactly wearing clothing, but most lizard folks don't have to wear clothing. You can just tell by his build, but he seems to be more of like a scrawnier type.
This is just said in the chat. Well, I mean, I'm free for the next few hours.
Hey, call sign Crosby, thank you for
The gifted sub.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, that's not a gifted sub.
That's
That's
an
just a
actual
subscription.
sub.
Oh, that's just. Oh no!
Time for
It's
me to
chaos in
give
my
another
house.
sub.
Oh boy.
You see
might
the
just have
little
to end
lizard
it.
person? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna turn off my camera so my wife can come and grab the kids. Here. Children, go.
So with
Hey,
this,
we got another
Childhood
good
moment
sub.
is not
Oh, hey, and
sponsored
that one
by
went to me.
Trojan.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
one went to you, Dippy.
There you go. Oh no!
Oh, boy.
baby.
right into the microphone.
There you go. I
This
got
childhood
thank you.
intermission.
Thank you
My
for all
daughter's
our
all being
people being
trouble.
patient. We are, there are a couple of us who are parents in the stream, and sometimes child moments do happen. hopefully soon they'll be sponsored by Trojan Condoms.
Yeah,
My daughter
Yes.
gave me.
We don't want to
the,
give too much away, but we do have we have a thread started.
My daughter
It's
just,
only
as I
a
went to
thread.
go hand her off to her mother, gave me the face of trouble,
Right in
and
front
I'm
of the
going to
microphone.
scream for you.
Yeah, and that passed right in front of the microphone.
Yes, it
That
did.
was
I
fun.
am so sorry about that, but my daughter
No,
is
that's
adorable.
Anyway,
You see
So
this
Merish
little
finds a
person?
lizard.
He's kind of. You also see that he as well has what is like would be arcane materials next to him.
Cool.
So he strikes you as someone,
Similar to me.
yeah, similar to you, but maybe a little bit different.
Okay. So
and Farron's investigation
Okay. What was Ferron
would
looking for again?
be
Sorry.
looking for one of two things: either someone who is taken too soon, or someone who looks heroic, very
Okay.
champion-like.
All right.
one more
What was your
person has
investigation?
decided to start a hype train.
20,
Oh,
dirty
hey.
20.
We have a hype train going?
We
Did
do
the hype
now.
train start? No, we're close. The hype train will only start if we get more bits.
Oh,
or
we're
more
getting close. Okay. Oh, snap.
Okay, we got another sub gifted, so
Oh, God.
Oh, one other person needs to do it. So.
another person.
Ah.
Woo!
Gift a sub if you wish.
Yeah, subscribe, Mani for channel.
Money for channel. It all goes back into the channel. It's lovely.
Yeah, it goes into just like planning and music.
Okay.
And
Back to.
All right, back to story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's not talk about business here right now. We're in the middle of a D&D game. God.
Yeah.
What kind of
That'd be a good
monsters do
episode.
that?
Hmm.
the business major.
True.
True.
Give me a second. I'm gonna roll for this and see what it gives me inspiration wise. I'm rolling for my own inspiration.
I was about to say like a random character gen or something like that.
So, okay.
This is fun.
This is fun.
This is fun.
So you're looking for somebody that has been taken too soon.
Either someone who was taken too soon or someone who has the look of a hero.
Okay. You find. Oh goodness! Thank you. For the
Wences,
bits. Hey,
that-
thank you for the one.
That's
Hey,
enough to
woo!
get the hype train
Yay,
going.
we got a hype train.
Hype, choo choo.
Hype. Okay.
Hype, choo choo.
I'm gonna roll again.
Nice.
Okay. What does it give me here? You find what is a gnome-like individual.
No.
He's very small. Definitely seems young to you, but has the face of like anger and just stoicness. He could be a hero. He could just be pissed that he saw a monster, or something that turned him into stone. That may require an insight, but it'd be pretty high because you're looking at an actual statue.
Huh.
Eh.
Oh. Insight, you say?
Gosh, insight, you say.
The things that I seem to roll the most are the things that I don't have great scores for. So that's a 16 plus 1, 17.
17.
Insight.
He seems angry. Probably got some
Angry-
rage behind them eyes.
Probably like a barbarian gnome
Oh,
or something.
we're almost to level 2 on our hype train. God.
Woo!
At least that's what it's telling me. Ooh, thank you for the subscription.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Hype.
Barton Von Tots. Thank you. Oh, hey, we're almost to our goal, which is 20 for the month. We're at 12 currently. I didn't know that it
That's
actually
cool.
showed it to the chat, but yeah. Okay. So what do you guys wish to do with these statuesque people?
We have,
I'll point out.
the three
Oh,
we
God.
have kind of jointly decided on, because we've all decided on one.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, yours is a female. I didn't really describe them much. I just saw they're female, shorter hair, longer, kind of it's curly up on to the top and it comes down. No, but it's like short, as in that it's been cut to the sides and slightly kind of grown out, as if they've traveled a bit longer and it's been a bit. Yeah.
So not to lead everybody, but my thought process is once we've decided as a group, Merish would take and utilize Dadley would utilize the
my gift went to Dadley. Perfect.
The bile on one, and then cast Greater Restoration on the two others, and not to lead. That would be a perfect place to stop. And next week we can negotiate with them to come with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
You've
that'll
got
be the
pretty high
beginning.
persuasion, so
Yeah, so let's do
does
like the moments of waking up, or at least the moment of the first one waking up, and then we can do the other two next time.
Okay.
So we'll do these in order. What order are we doing these in? Obviously, Merish would want to do the one he found first, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's do Lizard Guy first, and we'll leave that. We'll use that as the cliffhanger. Woo! Change. All right.
So
Okay.
I will use the Greater Restoration on him. I want
Oh my
to
god!
him with
Thank you for the sub. Okay.
Thank you,
Rolls
guys.
After Dark.
Yay! Thank you. Yes, rolls after dark.
hey, I got it right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So I'm going to lean my hand in, and this is kind of perfect. I have. Oh, it's not showing it now.
It's fine.
And I'm gonna channel my magic and just kind of
It's like
wake up, little guy, or no, big guy. Wake
Big
up,
guy.
big guy, because he says he's taller than me.
it just slightly. Like his hat is like another foot on top of him, but like it's a wizard's cap.
And you just feel this glow of the restoration flow into him.
And you see this little kind of, as he begins to restore, you see this orange skin glow off of him, and you just see him like eyes blink, and he's got like these red pupils with this yellow irises, and he has this black cloak that sits upon him, and he has this small little wand in his hand. He's like, looks at you. As he blinks, you can see like this mucus kind of like cover the eye as well. Hi,
Morning.
who are you?
I'm Merish.
Merish, nice to meet you. I'm Eli. And he takes your hand and begins to shake it furiously.
I love him. I love him already.
As you look at him, he is less looks like a lizard and more looks like a salamander.
I love him.
Eli, I'm Merish. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Merish. I believe you already told me your name.
Good morning.
Gosh. What did you've received a level 1 hype train emote? Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Very nice.
That's well, I'm still. As you begin to talk, like, so, what can I help you with?
So, we woke you up.
Yes, you did.
You were petrified.
Mm-hmm.
How long? When?
Oh
what
shit!
year-
Are those things still around?
No,
I was looking
you're
for
fine.
No.
I was looking for materials for my master, and
Your master?
yes, my master is he's a big old wizard. That guy. He's very strong. This very
Ferron will
far from
look-
here.
Ferron will look at him in the eye and he'll say, "What year is it?"
He says something, and it's something to the admit of it's.
Whatever
He's
number
been
he says,
stoned-
how long ago? Yeah, whatever number he
It
says,
seems
how
as
many
though
years?
he's been stoned for about 3-ish years.
Oh, my poor baby child.
Well, so
I hope
your
he's-
master won't be dead, but it has been a little while.
How long?
About 3 years.
About 3 years.
Ooh, I hope he hasn't replaced me.
Hey,
Is it
think about
kind
this
of a
way.
situation of like there's only one apprentice under
Well,
your...
he kind of made me in a magic store. thing. He does like little experiments with people and makes them in or with things. I used to actually just be his pet.
Oh,
Are you talking about Professor Core by any chance?
No,
Okay.
I have no idea who that is.
Well,
talking-
and this
so-
will be a persuasion for it. If your master isn't alive, I would be more than happy to introduce you to him.
oh my god.
He's always looking for a new person to help around.
I'd love to meet whoever you're gonna introduce me to. I'm a very friendly person.
You
Would
seem very
mind
friendly.
Helping us out a little bit first.
I'd love to. What do you need help with?
We're gonna kill what almost killed you.
Fantastic. I just saw like some weird eyes and then disappeared.
Well, I can help you with that.
We can all help you with that.
Cool.
In return, you
Y'all
can
look
bless the
really
future.
strong.
Ferron will offer his hand to Eli. Welcome to the swamp monsters, I guess.
I love that name. And he shakes your hand vigorously and leaves like a mucus membrane upon your skin.
I love him so much.
I do
I want
too.
to just clarify.
Everybody, this is Eli the Salamander.
Salamander!
I love it.
Oh my god! I love him.
Beautiful.
Wait,
He has-
is it like a Necomancer, but it's a Salamancer?
I will try and find the image that I have for him.
Oh my
Please
gosh.
send it to me.
Eli the
Fantasy, don't you need to go?
Salamander.
Yes, but with this, we will be leaving. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out and chat. And thank you for the hype train and leaving
Yeah,
us on a
thanks for the
really
hype
good
train. Thanks for all
note.
the help,
Thank you,
guys. Sticking
everybody.
around.
Oh my gosh, you're so
It's
amazing.
been really fun.
Yeah, it's
really
been a great session. For those that are going to be here for us with Chris Strud, see you tomorrow, or the one shot tomorrow as well. So you amazing people with the one shot are in the chat right now. Love your fucking faces. You guys are great. I'll see you later. Bye.
Outro. Roll
Your adventure
outro.
matters.
Hold on.
Wait. I have a little outro. Sorry. Your adventure matters. Or your initiative. Is it your initiative matter? I can't
Your
remember my
adventure
name.
matters. Roll for it.
Yes. Your adventure matters. Roll for initiative. Bye.
Bye.